Hey dudes, welcome to Splat from the Past, the only 80s themed horror and sci-fi show where things can get totally radical. Now today, I will be welcoming back my good friend Barbara Elwick. Barbara, of course, is a karaoke DJ in Daly City, California at Val's Restaurant. Great little place. And I'm having her on the show today to talk about just random stuff in our lives, what's going on, and everything. You know, Barbara's been hosting karaoke there for 20-something years. I've lost count of how long she's been hosting karaoke at Val's. But she's a great lady, one of my favorite people in the world, and I'm glad to have her back on again. It's been almost 2 years since the last time we talked in 2018, and it's going to be pretty cool. So yeah, here is my new interview with Barbara Elwick.
Hello.
Hey Barbara, welcome back to the show.
Oh, good. How are you?
I'm pretty good, you know.
Yeah.
It's pretty, it's been pretty stormy up here in Redding.
Really?
Yeah, and I missed the heat. We had like a whole straight week of like 90 to 100 degree weather heat, and now this has come back. Yeah.
It's beautiful here today. Gorgeous.
Really?
Yesterday and today was really beautiful weather.
I'm jealous.
Yeah. It's gorgeous. Blue skies.
Mm-hmm. So how are you holding up in this clusterfuck that we're in?
I'm doing all right. Yeah. Can't complain. I mean, I go for walks nowadays, so it's nice. We walked San Francisco today, which is really cool. It's nice to see San Francisco. The water was really nice and clear. Seals were out. It was beautiful.
Mm-hmm. Everyone was wearing masks.
Yeah, I mean, whenever we walk by somebody, we'd have our mask on. Otherwise, there's not very many people around.
Yeah, wow.
And people, which is cool. But I got to get out and walk and do something, because otherwise you go stir crazy.
Yeah. Oh, we had some great things happen over here at our local supermarket, which is down the street from where we live. They're finally serving fish again in the deli. They were closed.
Oh.
They were closed for a long time, and certain things are just starting to open back up here slowly and stuff. You know, and it's just I see hope now. You know.
Yeah. I feel bad for a lot of the small businesses, because especially restaurants, you don't know how many are going to come back. There's zero income, which is really sad.
Well, as you know, we've seen a lot of them disappear, especially in the Bay Area. And when I was there back in December, I was fucking depressed, I'll tell you. I just couldn't believe how everything looks different, especially in San Carlos, with all those apartments on the El Camino that are there now, you know, and I was depressed, you know. I had a good time that 24 hours I was there, but I just couldn't enjoy it because of what was going on in my surroundings, you know.
Well, change happens, but it's fortunately for us here in Pacifica, it doesn't. It changes very, very slow.
Yeah, well, Pacifica is a ghost town. I mean, how is it over there?
In Pacifica, it's beautiful.
Well, of course, it's beautiful.
Wonderful. I mean, the weather is good. I'm in the valley, so the weather's always good. But the town is nice. It's a nice little town.
Of course.
There's a lot of walking in Pacifica, too, lately. I've been here so long, I've not seen everything about Pacifica yet. So I've started walking around Pacifica, and it's really, really pretty town.
Of course, it's beautiful over there, but like, I mean, everyone is just, you know, in their homes and not going out.
Well, on the trails, there are a good amount of people. I think there's a lot of people with kids are out, because you got to let the kids blow off steam. But you see a lot of people walking, which is nice, but it's not packed. No.
Yeah.
But they're not allowing people that don't live within 10 miles to stop and stay at the beach.
Do you know the karaoke host Amanda?
Amanda Rocks?
Yes.
Yeah.
She's a dear friend of mine. She is part of the committee of the cable access station that you guys have in Pacifica. And last year, I was going to be filming a pilot for my own horror movie show, and my now former friend / mentor in stand-up comedy screwed me out of it. A couple days before we were going to shoot, he just bowed out of it. Amanda was going to be involved. A lot of people were, and her and I, we talked when I was in town back in December. She's like, maybe we can get it, up here, at the station. And I was like, if you could make that happen, I would just love it, And I haven't followed up because I just been busy up here and stuff. And then with quarantine starting, it hasn't been possible. But I'm still not losing hope,
Yeah.
But every time I think about Pacifica, I think about that weird Safeway you guys have.
Which one?
I can't remember. All I can remember is it was like a one-way ghost town street, and every time you go in there, there's like nothing stocked up.
Is this the one by the beach?
Probably, yeah. It's been a long time since I've been there.
That's the one by Lindemar.
Yes, Lindemar. That's the word I was thinking of, Lindemar. Yeah, it's a weird location. I remember I was staying with a friend of mine in 2014 when I was homeless, and we had to go up to Pacifica because he had a meeting to go to up there, a mandatory AA meeting, and we stopped at the Safeway there to stock up on food, and there was just nothing there of what we wanted. It was a weird location. I wouldn't be too surprised if that location closed.
No, actually, it's busy Safeway. Really busy.
I don't know. It was just a strange time. Then again, during that time, I was drinking a lot, so my mind was always clouded.
No, it's just, there are lines to go in, right now, because they're only allowing 50 people in at a time. But,
oh, yeah.
They seem to have stocked it up pretty well.
Yeah, we haven't had...
Not much toilet paper and paper towels and stuff. But...
yeah. Oh, well, our grocery store has toilet paper.
I don't understand.
Yeah, our grocery store has toilet paper finally stocked up to the rim.
Oh, wow. That's good.
Yeah. It's weird, but it's also good. And so, yeah, we were just throwing our hair out trying to figure out, where we were going to go to get it. We have so many different stores all over town, little stores, dollar stores, grocery stores, everything. And so we were trying to get toilet paper for a while.
I just want to see all the people that hoarded them.
Yeah.
Stockpiled in the garage. It's like, I hope your garage leaks or something. There's no reason to stockpile.
I know.
It's so funny.
I think this whole pandemic, though, is good for everybody in terms of, I think that this is what we need because, ever since 9/11 happened, the world has just been so greedy and selfish. I think this is going to be very humbling to a lot of people.
You think so?
I think so.
I don't know. I really don't know because it's just with the runs and everything that, like, all of a sudden there was a vegetable run, and now there's a meat run, it's like, you don't have to buy everything up. Buy one, that's all you need.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Hopefully, I hope you're right.
Yeah, I think that everyone is just going to drop everything that's happened in the last few years that was pretty stupid, like, people calling people out for saying something that they thought was offensive, and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, it was getting too much. You couldn't even make a joke without somebody saying you're this or you're that, and it's like, It's a joke. Laugh.
Yeah, and the people who are getting offended are college kids.
That doesn't make any sense. I mean, if you don't have a life without comedy, you don't have a life. Because you got to laugh.
Exactly. It does make sense, though, because all these college kids are the millennials, and, when they were growing up, the parents coddled them, and all that stuff, and that's why a lot of it is where it comes from, a lot of entitlement.
Yeah, but I don't think entitlement breeds contempt. What it is, I mean, I don't know. I mean, it doesn't make any sense. I mean, you say something and somebody will turn around and say, turn it black. It's like, why? It was just a comment.
Yeah.
Yeah. And, and people hide behind their devices as well. It's easy to type something mean and nasty when you don't have to face the person.
Oh, yeah.
It wasn't like this before because we didn't have cell phones, we didn't have iPads, we didn't have the internet. And if you were upset with somebody, you confronted them and you talked to them. So a lot of things were not said, but when you're hiding behind a mobile device or an iPad or whatever it is, you're not facing the person, so you can write whatever you want.
Yeah.
Which is sad.
Yeah, it's stupid.
People are very, very mean.
Mm-hmm. People are mean. People are stupid.
You can't teach stupid, right?
You can't fix stupid, no.
Yeah, you can't fix stupid. That's what it is. Yes, that's right. Yeah, so, I don't know.
Yeah, but...
hopefully this will help everybody, I'm hoping.
I'm hoping it will,
Be kind. Yeah, to be kind to people is no reason not to be.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I don't want this to happen, and I don't want it to continue any longer and stuff, but I hope that something good comes out of it like that.
Well, I think people are appreciating the grocery store clerks, the people that work, that continue to work because they have to, and they're the ones out there, and to appreciate the blue-collar worker or, somebody that doesn't make $120,000 a year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, people are starting to be nice to the little guy, it looks like.
Yep, and that's good.
It is very good. This week, my brother gets out of rehab. He's been in there since November. He's been going through just an awful lot the last few years since his divorce, and I hope he's a new man now. It seems like he's learned. He called my mother the other night and said he's going to be making a speech at graduation, and that she's going to be hearing stuff for the first time that's not going to be good, and I wonder what it's going to be, But in 2 weeks, my mother, she gets surgery on her shoulder, her second one. She had one around this time last year after she took a fall at work.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Sorry to hear that.
She's been in a lot of pain. Yeah.
That's awful.
Yeah. And
hopefully surgery goes well.
Yeah, it will. It will. I have faith. My mom, she's very strong about it.
Yeah.
And I've lost 24 pounds since I had to start this diet in January because my blood sugar was high because I had my first physical in a while, and my blood sugar was pretty high, and so I've lost 24 pounds. Went to the doctor 2 weeks ago, and everything looks good. I just gotta keep going. I'm going back in October, and I got tested for COVID because I had this really bad sinus infection like the next week, and I was for sure that I had it, but I didn't, thank God.
Oh, that's good, yeah. Yeah, because then you got to watch out for your mom, too.
Mm-hmm. Have you been tested?
Yeah. I have not been tested, but my daughter, because she works part-time in a restaurant, she got the antibody test, and she doesn't have it. So she's been with me since the lockdown, so one of us has it. So that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
Can't wait for things to go back to normal. It'll be good.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I'm sure quarantine has really hurt your karaoke business.
Yeah, we haven't had it. I mean, I did my last show the day before they shut everything down.
So it was going to be your last show anyway?
No. The last show before they shut everything down.
Oh, I gotcha.
Yeah. I think I had my last show on the 15th, and they shut everything down on the 16th. March. Yeah. We had a packed house, so it was crazy.
Yeah, I mean, you've been there for a long time. I mean, you're still getting packed houses after all these years, huh?
Yeah. You know, there are off days, but not a lot.
Of course, everyone has their off days, especially in karaoke. Oh my God, I can tell you how many off days I went to.
Yeah, but then we've lost a lot of people as well, because our crowd is much older.
Yeah, lost a lot of the older crowd.
Yeah.
Surprisingly, everyone that I've known in karaoke who's been hosting the last 13 years that I've been enamored in and stuff, there's a lot of them are just still working.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's still popular, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So, well, music is good for you. Music is good for the soul.
It is. It's very good for the soul. I'm finally starting to interview musicians. It was a struggle for a long time. It's hard to get musicians on the show because their boundaries are more protected than actors because they're seen more, you know. And I've been very lucky. I mean, I just had Dean Torrance from Jan and Dean on last weekend.
Oh, wow. Cool.
Oh, yeah. We talked for 80 minutes. He was a very nice guy. He was very laid back, you know. And he told me the whole aura behind the first concert movie ever that they got to be a part of, the Tammy Show.
Mm-hmm.
He told me about that and stuff, about how Dick Clark really loved it and he wished he had been a part of it. But then when it came to the legal issues of getting it released on video and DVD, Dick Clark played a very big role in that.
Yeah. Huh. I'm sure he was. Yeah, well, now they're doing all kinds of releases with all the people that are not here anymore.
Yeah. And they also did, what is it? I also had Prince's keyboard player, Dr. Matt Fink, on here.
Mm-hmm.
I had Mario Cipollina from Huey Lewis and the News on here. I just had some great musicians. And I'm going to keep going. Tomorrow I got Gerard McMahon, who sings Cry Little Sister and the Lost Boys soundtrack.
Oh, wow. Cool.
Yeah. So it's getting better. I mean, I've had a couple of musicians pass, you know, but I'm good. But I'm going to keep going with that. I have a long list of people I want. I might have Tiffany on here at some point.
Oh, that's neat.
Yeah. Ain't that awesome?
That is cool. Yep. Very good.
Yep.
Very good.
I have great memories of doing karaoke in the Bay, but I would never go back to it because I just feel like in hindsight I should have been doing more comedy and doing theater, you know, during that time. But I was so depressed after I lost my job at the Swinging Door because those were the best 2 years of my 20s, I think.
Yeah. Well, as they say, everything happens for a reason.
It does, yeah. But just
the path that you're supposed to be on.
It does, yeah. But just there's so much opportunity there I wasn't aware of, you know. And this was before, or actually just when everyone in the entire world had a website. Because when I got out of high school, right, and I told my mother when I got asked to leave the College of San Mateo,
Mm-hmm.
I told her I wanted to go into acting, I wanted to go into comedy, right, and I just, not everyone had a website, so I didn't know that there was a whole lot of resources of what I could go to, you know. But then, so I just fell into this depression of mourning my grandmother's death without you know, realizing my potential and doing anything and stuff. And thank God I got out of it eventually.
Well, I think it was a learning experience for you where you had to learn, you had to go through that to become, to get where you are now.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it
Yeah,
made you stronger.
absolutely. I'm still haunted by all the drinking I did in 2014 because I put myself in some dangerous positions during that year and stuff. Oh my God, there's this one story I could tell you. Um, when I was staying with my friend, the same friend I was telling you about, who went to Safeway with, he got his charges dropped on a Friday, and he called his mother up and said, "Hey, mom, the charges are dropped. Can you fly me out there to Minnesota, where he lives, so he can get
Yeah.
out of California because he couldn't get a job or nothing. He was living in the hotel." So,
Right.
so she said yes. She got him a flight for Sunday night at 6 p.m. And so he and I partied on Friday and Saturday nights. We went to the bar Yuppies in downtown San Mateo both nights. And
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember anything from Friday, but for Saturday, oh my God, I got so wasted drinking Maker's Mark and Coke. And
Oh, wow.
by 1:30, he told me, he says, I want to do cocaine one last time before I go back to Minnesota. So this guy that he knew said, "You know so and so, right?" And he's like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Well, you can go over to his place because I definitely know that he has some at this hour, right?" So we walk over there. You know where? Okay, you know where O'Neill's is, and
Yeah.
right around the corner, there's all those businesses, and then there's those nice apartments, and it's right next to
Mm-hmm.
the hospital, the medical center. Okay,
Right.
so we go into that apartment complex. It looks nice in the front. It is dingy inside. And we go to the guy's apartment. There's like six guys there, and we go in there and we sit down. And I'm sitting next to, I don't know if it was a transvestite or a transgender, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, "Okay, I'm gonna go in there and do it with them. You stay here." And I was like, "All right."
Mm-hmm.
I looked at my watch. It was, I think, about 2:30 by this point,
Mm-hmm.
and I fell asleep.
Mm-hmm.
And I woke up at 4:45, and I'm there on the couch. The trans person is still there. My clothes are still on, thank God.
Mm-hmm.
And he comes out of the room and he's like, "Hey, Tommy, the bus comes in like 30 minutes. We gotta go." And I was like, "Yes, let's go." So we got to the bus and we went back to the hotel. We got to the hotel by 5:45. I passed out on the floor. He woke me up at 10:30, saying, "We gotta go now because checkout's at 11." So we got all this stuff. We threw it in the garbage, and we went to Target to get him some stuff that he needed for his flight, and then we went
Mm-hmm.
to have lunch at L&L Barbecue in downtown San Mateo,
Mm-hmm.
and we had a very emotional 2-hour lunch. And after it was done, we said goodbye. He was selling his car to a friend, and the friend was going to drop him off at the airport.
Mm-hmm.
It was already like 2 o'clock by this time, and so I'm walking to the bus, just crying because I'm going to miss him because he's been such a good friend to me for the last almost 2 months, and I just didn't know what my future was going to be. And then I get a text message saying I got the job that I had an interview for the week before.
Oh, cool.
Yes, for that security company. And then I was happy about it, but I had made the decision that I was going to quit drinking just before I got that text because
Yeah.
I put myself in a dangerous position the night before. But then I thought, you know what? My birthday is this week. Let me have one more week of it, and then I'll get serious with the job. Well, I didn't. I kept drinking and drinking until my accident.
Oh, wow.
And that was another 7 months from there, from that time.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know,
Mm.
I just,
It's a hard lesson.
it's a hard lesson.
Tough.
Yeah. But up here, though, I've been going to. We have a Round Table Pizza that has a trivia night.
Uh-huh.
It's at the shopping mall, and we go. It's on Wednesday nights. We haven't been since quarantine started, of course, but it's a nice little trivia night, and we've come close to winning. We placed third the last time we did it, and
Oh, wow, cool.
yeah, after going from dead last to third, that's just an accomplishment,
Yes, definitely.
And it's a lot more family oriented than the trivia I used to go do at the Lariat with Chris, because he's very politically incorrect and he has a sex category and stuff. But this one doesn't. But she plays really good songs that she wants everybody to guess after every question and stuff, and I get most of them right, of course.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. And so after this is all over, it'll be great to go back to trivia because I haven't gone to karaoke up here yet. I've almost gone with a friend of mine who's come up here to visit me, and I don't want to go with my mom and my brother because I'm trying to keep them away from alcohol,
Right, right.
even though they do it on their own sometimes. But I just don't want to encourage anything. But yeah, there is karaoke up here, but I just haven't gone yet.
There's karaoke everywhere.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure. I mean, this is a small town, but I'm sure there's really small towns that don't even have it in their local bar.
I don't know. I think you find it everywhere because everybody loves to sing. Everybody loves to sing. I mean, they may not admit it, but when they do it, it's like, cool. You know how it is. You've been there.
Yeah, there's a karaoke host in Sacramento that I friended on Facebook because we were mutually friends with this karaoke host, Vince. And her and I, for a long time, we were talking like every Sunday like clockwork when she was off from hosting karaoke. We haven't in a while. She's been going through a lot of stuff, but oh my God, if she had been in San Mateo, we would have been besties. She just has the same politically incorrect sense of humor that I do, and she's so funny. And she's a real tomboy. She grew up hanging out with the boys, and stuff. And she was like, punching guys in the face at an early age if they, got fresh with her. Yeah, her name is Beth.
Cool.
Yeah.
I've been up to Sacramento in a long time.
Yeah, her and I were going to meet up a few times when I went to a couple of horror conventions up in Sacramento, but our schedules didn't work out and stuff because it was on a Saturday, and she wanted to sleep in before, going to the gig at night, and stuff. Are you still planning on moving to Arizona?
Yeah, eventually. Right now, everything's been put on hold because of the situation.
Mm-hmm. But you got a nice property.
What's going to happen until then? So.
But you got the property?
I got to sell my house here.
Oh.
And then I'll buy something down there. But yeah.
Yeah, that move to Arizona I did just before I started hanging out in the San Mateo bar scene. That was just a bonehead move, I'll tell you. It was just, it was too hot out there for me, and just there was a lot of drama in the house.
That's too bad. No, my life is pretty peaceful.
I just remember walking, and like everyone had their garage door open, and just everyone was just not friendly in that neighborhood.
Oh, really? Wow.
Mm-hmm. We were in Glendale on the way to Arizona State.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
One thing I did like about it, and we have this now up here in Redding, you go to the movie theater in Arizona, you can put your own butter on the popcorn.
I don't know. I don't eat popcorn. I don't know. Mark does.
Yeah.
I'm sure he does, yeah.
Yeah, but our local theater has that, though.
Oh, really cool.
Yeah, we have this really old school movie theater. It's not like any of the Century Theaters in the Bay Area. It doesn't have it doesn't have an escalator that goes upstairs, downstairs. It's all level one, ground floor. It's very old school looking, and you can put all the butter you want after they put butter on it for you, and it's just a nice little theater. And they have like a club membership, which we had for a long time, and then we got rid of it because it got too expensive after a while.
Yeah. They're opening up drive-ins again here now because nobody can go to the theaters.
Oh.
And the drive-ins open again. But there's only two. I think there's one in Santa Clara and there's one in Concord, I think.
I think San Jose.
They closed all the other ones.
I think San Jose has one.
Yeah, Santa Clara. San Jose, somewhere around that area. But the Burlingame one was closed because I used to go to that one.
Oh, yeah. My dad and I, we saw so many movies there when I was a kid. And I remember, too...
That's going to make a comeback, so that's cool.
Yeah, and I also remember, too, they opened up a theater at the Hillsdale Mall just recently.
It's, I think it's open already. It opened right around Christmas, I believe. It's supposed to be really, really nice.
Yeah, and they bring food to your seat.
Yeah, it's like dine-in. Yeah, yeah. I went to one like that in Seattle, or Washington State, actually.
The Alamo Draft Houses, the art house movies, they do that. I go there every once in a while. They have one in San
Francisco. I don't know. I had dinner while I'm watching. I'll fall asleep right after. Well, to get too comfortable.
Well, they have one in San Francisco. And I've been to that one a couple of times. And, yeah, they bring you, they got pizza, they got fish and chips that's really, really good. And they give you chips and queso, some really good stuff there.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I've not been to one in San Francisco.
I recommend it.
So make it to the one in San Mateo.
Maybe someday, yeah. I mean, I grew up going to the Hillsdale Theater. I grew up going to Fashion Island.
Yeah, well, I used to live in, before I moved out here, I lived in San Mateo as well.
Yeah, I used to love going to Fashion Island. I was so devastated when they turned it into Bridgepoint.
And it's nice. It's really nice now.
It is.
A lot of nice stores there. Before it was kind of dying. It wasn't.
Yeah, but I just miss it for childhood nostalgia.
Yeah, well, the ice rink is open again. They closed it for a while now.
Yeah, I heard about that. Yeah, we used to go there and watch the ice skating. I remember a birthday party I had in elementary school was on the ice skating rink there, a party that I went to. And, they had a round table pizza. They had a donut shop there, just movie theater. I used to love all that. And just by the time I was 12, it was all gone.
Yeah, well, it was kind of dying for a while, and they kind of brought it back to life.
And the arcade tilt.
Don't remember that.
Oh, yeah. Used to go there all the time, win lots and lots of tickets. Yeah, those were the days.
Yeah, I think there's a bowling alley there now, too. I'm not mistaken.
There was a bowling alley on 20th Avenue.
On 20th? But I think they opened up a new one by Hillsdale. In Hillsdale or something like that. That's what I heard, but I don't know.
Well, but Bill Mateo Bowl's been there for a long time, too.
Yeah, that's still there. And they renovated. After Mike bought it, they renovated it.
Yeah, because
going some renovations again during COVID, so it should be nice. That's where I usually bowl.
Because they closed down 20th Avenue Bowl right after my 7th birthday party. I had it there. It was Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles themed. It was great. And then like a few months later, they closed it down, and I was pretty sad. And now the police station is near there, and all those little businesses.
Yeah, the police station is right where the track was. It's right in the corner of Hillsdale and the New Road.
Oh, they moved it?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. See?
Yeah, there's a whole new police station now.
Okay, because I haven't been there in 3 years. so I didn't know about that. But yeah, for a long time, it was where the bowling alley was.
Yep, yep. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. So May is International Masturbation Month.
Okay.
Did you know that?
I did not know.
Yeah, the gay community in San Francisco declared it that back in 1995 because
Oh, really?
Dr. Joycelyn Elders, who was the Surgeon General, got fired by Bill Clinton because she wanted to put masturbation into the school curriculums, for sex education,
Right,
So,
right.
so they declared it that for her. And during this whole month, I've been having guests tell masturbation stories. Would you, by chance, have any?
No. Unfortunately not.
Well, I have a recent one to share.
Okay.
I was looking out the window and I saw this cutie walking by. Oh my God, muscles, hair, everything,
Mm-hmm.
the works. And I had about 5 minutes before I had to start a podcast. So I got a bottle of water-based lube and I started rubbing it out, and I swear to God, my ejaculation punctuated the time that I have to record my intro. So I grabbed the box of tissue, wiped out my belly button, and then recorded the intro.
Mm-hmm.
And then later, after the whole thing was over, I listened to it and I was like, wow, I sound really, really refreshed and good.
I guess I would too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I've had celebrities and sex educators come on this month and talk about it. I had this
Mm-hmm.
one sex doctor. Her name is Dr. Linda Mona. She has a rare autoimmune disease that she's been in a wheelchair since she was 6.
Oh, wow.
And she has a sex clinic in Los Angeles where she educates the disabled on how to have sex.
Mm-hmm.
And she teaches them how to have better sex lives, quadriplegics and amputees and so forth. And we had a really great conversation. That interview stayed with me for 24 hours because she's just an inspiring, awesome lady.
Yeah. Huh. That's amazing.
It tugged at my heartstrings, I have to say.
Well, that takes a special person to be able to.
Yeah, and the funny thing is, she lived in San Mateo back in the 80s and she went to Stanford.
Oh,
Yeah, she told me she was in Georgia first, and then she went to Stanford, and she spent 10 years in college overall. And she loved being at Stanford, living in San Mateo, but then she moved out to Los Angeles and started her clinic after she had seen a lecture where this disabled person was talking about how they feel like they're not represented by sex doctors when they talk about the disabled sex life, and that inspired her to help others in that field.
oh yeah. I mean, yeah. Well, you don't. I guess I never thought about that.
Mm-hmm.
For somebody that's a quadriplegic or something.
Absolutely, and yeah,
That's needed.
it's very rare when an interview stays with me, but that one did.
Hmm.
It really did.
Yeah. Special.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I have this secret silly game that I like to play with guests now.
Mm-hmm.
I started it probably not too long after we talked the first time.
Okay.
And what this is it's secret silly slumber party questions. And
Uh-huh.
how it works is I ask you the question, you answer it, and then you ask me the exact same question and I answer it.
Okay.
Barbara, are you ticklish?
No. Oh yeah, you took it.
I am baby ticklish. What is your favorite part of the body?
My body or the male body?
Anybody's.
Hmm. Probably hands.
Hands. That's a good one.
Mm-hmm. What is your favorite part?
The belly button.
Okay, that's unusual.
I've always been obsessed with them, you know.
Huh.
I like
I
looking
think
at.
you mentioned that once before.
I
Remember
probably
that?
I probably have. I mean, we've known each other a while now, so I probably have.
Yeah.
I like looking at them, you know. I'm a member of belly button fetish groups on Facebook, you know,
Huh.
and stuff. Yeah, I just don't know what it is. I think it's because they're they're like a teaser for what lies above and below, you know. Yeah.
I never thought about it that way.
Well, I think that's why Jeannie on I Dream of Jeannie couldn't show her belly button on TV back then.
Hmm. Yeah, well, they were all stricter on TV back then.
Mm-hmm. They were, yeah. Do you have an innie or an outie belly button?
Any?
Mm-hmm, me too.
Yeah.
What color are your toenails painted?
Wine.
Wine?
Mm-hmm.
What color is that?
It's like a deep wine color, like a deep red.
Oh, a deep red. I was going to say pink, but it's red.
No, red.
And for me...
What colors are... Yep, I'm sorry. What color is yours?
Mine are not painted right now, but last time they were purple with sparkles.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't know what color is going to be next. I want to do something really, really bright and elaborate.
Mm-hmm. Well, the colors that those bright colors are in right now.
Mm-hmm. What would you say is your best personality trait?
What is my best personality trait? I don't know. I don't know. I like to sing.
So you're singing.
That is a personality trait. What is yours? Not your favorite personality trait.
My sense of empathy and the fact that I have no filter.
I like that, yes.
Yes. If this question is too personal, you can avoid it. It's all good.
Okay.
How old were you the first time you got fingered?
Probably I was 19, 20.
19 or 20.
Mm.
You don't have to ask me. I can just tell you.
Oh, yes. Sorry, same question to you.
I was 12 the first time I fingered a girl, and I was 17 the first time I got a prostate milking.
Okay, don't know what that means.
It means I got fingered, but my prostate was stimulated.
Oh, okay.
I had a finger in my
I
butt.
was a very sheltered child. I went to common school.
I had a finger in the butt.
Oh, okay. Got it.
And then my favorite question, is there a stinky smell that just makes you gag?
Yeah, smell of pee.
That's a popular one.
If you just chew. B-O and pee. Oh, drives me nuts.
Same here.
San Francisco's like a bathroom right now.
I've heard.
Oh, well, actually, where we were, it wasn't bad where we were today. We were out, by Embarcadero, Fisherman's Wharf and all that. It was clean. But downtown, it's horrible. It's disgusting.
Mm-hmm. I heard they got a poop app because they want to warn people where there's homeless people is shitting at.
Well, it's legal now. They made it legal because of the COVID-19.
Oh my God, that is.
You can defecate on the street.
Oh, that is not.
How can that be sanitary?
That is not right. That is just disgusting. Oh my God.
Yep.
Okay, so my stinky smell that makes me gag is farts and feet.
Hmm.
And I heard that people who have kids, they're not affected by that at all.
I think kids and dogs. Dogs have no filter.
Yeah.
They scare themselves. They kind of look at you like, did I do that?
Yeah. Oh my God. So after this quarantine is over, you're gonna be getting back to karaoke.
Yep, that's the plan.
Yeah, I just hope this ends fast. You know, it's just it's affecting a lot of people's financial lives. You know.
Oh, yeah. I mean, well, I think today they had on the news that it's going to be another 4 to 6 weeks before any bars open.
And I've seen people posting on Facebook that summer is canceled. It's like it's not canceled. You can do something. You can go out. You can go outside your house and barbecue, and then go back inside or something.
Yeah, well, the restaurants, they're going to be closing off some streets. They're going to be able to put tables outside.
Yeah.
So I mean that's all right. I mean, I would go and have a meal out, afterwards.
Oh yeah. I mean, we've been doing.
I would go into a restaurant as long as they had, social I can speak. As long as they have the tables 6 feet apart, I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's fine.
Yeah, we've been doing takeout, at Chipotle and stuff. They have, you have to order it online or use the app or whatever, and it's been good that way. We ordered pizza, and they've been doing contactless deliveries.
Yeah, yeah.
And stuff.
Well, I do that at least a couple of times a week with our local restaurants. Just trying to help support them.
Yeah.
Hit the hardest.
Yeah, funny thing is, right? Domino's, all the deliveries are contactless now. However, with Roundtable, you have an option. You could be,
contact?
yeah, to have contact or not have contact, and I put no contact.
Yeah. Well, it's hard. I mean, I think people are afraid, rightly so, but you can't become germophobic either.
Absolutely.
And you're going to have to walk around in a bubble.
Yeah, it's weird.
That's what I'm afraid of, is that people are going to become so germophobic. In life, you go through life. I mean, all our lives we've gone through, and you've had germs, and your body builds up the antibody.
Right.
You don't have that. If you're going to sterilize everything, you're going to have a problem with your immune system.
Yeah.
That's not good.
Yeah, I remember George Carlin did a routine about that in 1999. He was just talking about people who are like afraid of germs, and he says I'm trying to remember how he said. He says you're eventually gonna get sick and you're gonna fucking die because you're fucking weak and you got a fucking weak immune system.
That's right. I mean, that's true. That's so very true.
Yeah.
But you can't do that.
Yeah, because everything's being sanitized and stuff. But I definitely wash my hands when I come home first thing.
Yeah, I mean, you have to be careful, but you don't become a germaphobe.
No.
That's the worst thing that you can do for yourself.
It is. Well, Barbara, I'm glad you came back on and we could have a little chat like this.
Yep.
I adore you so much, and I wish we could have got together the last time I was in town.
I know, it was, I think Mark had just come into town too, so I was kind of tied up.
Yeah, but if I get to go before Arizona comes into your life and stuff, I'll let you know, and we can make it happen.
Okay, cool. Well, good talking to you, Tommy. You take care.
You too.
Good luck to you, Mom.
Yes, and stay safe. Wash your hands, clean out your belly button, all the essentials.
Yep. Okay. You take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Well, there you have it. Barbara Elwick. Ain't she a sweetheart? Love Barbara. She is awesome. If you like this video, everyone, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, add me as a friend on Facebook, join my Tommy Kovac comedian page on Facebook, follow me on Twitter and Instagram, and all that fun stuff. Well, that's all the time we have this week on Splat from the Past. Until next time, this is Tommy Throwback Kovac saying, there's no shame in living in the past, because the present sucks. Later, dudes.